morning. My name is Abdullahi, a graduate of Federal University of Technology, Minna. I just finished my NYSC, and for now, I'm an IT enthusiast. I've been to various IT seminars, such as this one, and I'm trying to see ways in which I can tap into the enormous opportunities that are there in the IT world, because I just realized that the world is going IT is taking over jobs so much that I just feel I need to develop myself IT-wise. So that's why I'm here.
Everyone, my name is Paritie. I am a lecturer. I'm an OEP. I love food. I love music, and in my mind, I'm the best programmer on earth.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abdullahi. I'm a student of University of Lagos, a web developer and a local guide.
My name is Enesi. I'm a software developer, an innovator, a dreamer, a boundary pusher, and I love technology. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is John Kayode. I'm a salesman and a
My name is Abdullahi, computer electronics and computer engineer. I would say I'm a researcher, I'm a teacher, I'm a preacher. I do everything. I'm open to everything.
Forget about my brother Namdi and the other people that have claimed to be a Nigerian. By the time I introduce myself, you know that I'm the real Nigerian. My name is Enesi Femi Aminu. So in the southeast, they call me Enesi. In the southwest, they call me Femi. And in the north, they call me what? Aminu. So who is the real Nigerian? So, I am a teacher and a computer science fanatic. Thank you.
One of the most selfless people in the world are those who play with technology. They build stuff that nobody can pay them for. And I believe that so far so good, we are bringing the light
To be. It has always been something I've always inspired right from time. I could remember there was a time I used to have a godfather. He used to give me all this advice. So one day he asked me, when you grow up, you are into tech, you play with computers, one of the things, so what do you want to do with it? Paritie, if we look at the environment, for instance, here in Minna is more of an isolated location compared to where we have the predominant tech environment like Lagos, Kaduna, Ibadan, and other places. In fact, I've come to realize that there are some tech lovers who have the courage, who have the passion for tech, but they have this fear that, okay, what if I start something in Niger State? Where do I get support? How do I get the backup to move on, to sustain this tech of a thing? But some way, somehow, being an entrepreneur, you have to take risk. So it comes from the positive energy that I want to believe that Paritie is here to support the small communities, the small tech communities that have been in existence, to collaborate with them, give hope to young developers, and make these dreams come true. Reason for this event, in particular, one of the reasons is to motivate our tech lovers, the enthusiasts and all, to make them see that, okay, well, you have been trying and working on a particular thing, but some way, somehow, some
dream in 10 words. Like 10 words. That thing that's inside your local host in the system, sell it in 10 words. If you can't do that, then I think Paritie is going to make you do that. Thank you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Once again, I want to welcome all of you to Paritie Dynamic Enterprise Limited, and this is very wonderful sitting. I believe everyone here has something for technology, and I believe this is our own way of developing Niger State. We all say, Niger State is backward, nothing is happening. And I believe this is a stepping stone.
Co-working space have been the word that has come along for such a long time, especially from the developed countries, right? So in the years 2000 or thereabouts, in Europe particularly and down to Asia, there was this tendency for people to go to, we don't have things like that, but then we also have eateries around. But people go to coffee shops, and then they begin to, after taking coffee, want to work on their laptops or want to have some informal discussions. And you know, you can also imagine if every coffee customer has to use that same space that is limited, you understand? It becomes a problem. So out of that, they realize there's that need to really come together and have a place where people who share same goal. Like
PhD. She might start, she'll trend go this name. Alright. So how do you think a space like this will help you as a developer of web applications?
Once again, my name is Minna, and I'm a web developer, still a student anyway. A place like this, I think, is a very great idea, because for the past, let me say, 15 years now, if we are to rate the way technology is growing in Niger State, this place is a very, very great idea. There was a time I was like, okay, I want to go into programming. At home, I was having serious challenges, like, you're a female, what do you need programming for? A male job, what do you want to do with a male job? I said no, that if at all a male can do what programming is, then I think they now have one head. I can also do that. So the more you're having errors, the more you think deep, and the more you find it very easy to solve your problem.
Everyone involved in IT should do. You need to learn how to sell yourself, how you can actually make people buy into your ideas.
We understand the co-working environment, where we come, share ideas, things like that.
The co-working space. Now, apart from the coffee and the internet and power supply, there's definitely going to be a community of developers, graphic designers, product managers, project managers, and all.
Nowadays is the ability to identify with the community. And some of the success stories of Nigerian tech enthusiasts now is the fact that some of them have become so influential, not because of their individual abilities, but because they've been able to come out and say, I know this, and I can do this. Try our best to form collaborations that will benefit both you and us. Because some of these tech communities exist, and as much as they exist, if the participants don't come out, it might also be a challenge for us to identify with those who we feel are capable. There will always be a lot of people, but very few will always come out and start.
The relevance of IT in today's world cannot be gainsaid. I mean to say this, that like my sister here from microbiology was distancing herself away from information technology. There is, if you ask me, I would say in my lay words that ICT is another planet of its own. Because we are living virtually on the virtual space. We used to talk about landed property, but today we are talking about digital estate. You see that most of the things we do on the terrestrial, you will find them being duplicated online by usage of computer systems. All of these have implications, legal implications as well. When we discuss IT, when we discuss interactions with the computer, when we discuss designing software applications, we have a lot of issues that usually would have to do with law. One of the issues would be ownership of the application itself. Who owns the software? And how do you talk about ownership of applications that are designed? Especially when these apps that you design have very functional and commercial value embedded in them. Things that can turn around a lot of positive things at a very high user end level. You design applications that have to do with a specific area or sector of the economy that will become indispensable. So who owns software? In other countries like Canada, when you design your software and other applications, you will be registering them as patents. They are regarded as invention. And so you have exclusive ownership right on them for as long as 20 years to yourself. What that means is that you can franchise them, you can license them, you can assign your application, and then you begin to collect money or profits that are technically called royalties. That's about. But here in Nigeria, software is regarded as copyright, and the protection for copyright in Nigeria is not very strong. Of course, by the nature of copyright, it is automatically self-protected. So you don't really need to travel to Abuja to apply for copyright registration for your computer or internet or IT products. Except if that product has an IT inventor with the ownership. You should get that very correctly. Secondly, the question he has asked me about partnership is not really a question that is peculiar to IT. It's a question that has to do with business and commerce. When you come together to do business, to conduct business together, you are talking about...
Question to one of us here. Now, it was something that was not happening in Nigeria before, where technology communities were just coming up. I think last year, everywhere you turn to is a meetup. They are holding meetups left, right, center, even in space. Now the question is, has the value or has the essence of tech meetup been lost to being popular, being influential, than what it's supposed to do, that is community building? And I'll give this question to Abdullahi to answer.
Because many developers or people go to tech meetup mainly because of 2 or 3 things. The first thing is stickers, the second is short, and the third is price session or anything like food. So when these 3 things are not involved, there tends to be less people coming to the tech event because people don't actually see the value of going for it. going for a meetup. So, okay, so the problem is that I think meetups or events, a lot of things are being discussed. Like the first Minatech meetup I went, that was the first I started hearing about Vision API. Who knows Vision API, please? Okay, I think just one person. Vision API is an API created by Google that allows anybody to do computer vision without knowledge. Just send data to the online server and then it returns anything you want, like from the place you are, from face detection, OCR, optical character recognition, and the rest. So, like, attending this kind of meetups will actually help you build things that you actually think is kind of very difficult. But the problem that we're having is that people don't go for the meetup because there's not going to be jollof rice, no shirts, and no stickers. And this involves more of sponsorship. And in places like Minna, there's very low sponsorship rates in the sense that these people, organizers of meetups, are trying their best to see they do community building for people to grow up and make Minna a tech-driven city, just like any other Lagos or Abuja. And one thing that differentiates Lagos people and the Minna is that it's not that they do kind of crazy meetups there, or it's the same thing that we are doing here. It's just that they make too much noise than us. Because these people go there and they really attend those meetups, they take pictures, they make noise on Twitter, people retweet, you see 1.2k retweets or comments or likes on the person's tweets on the person that visits Lagos meetup. But in Minna, when we come for Minatech meetup, you hardly see retweet or tweet about the topic discussing. You only see like 2 or 3, and the retweet will be very low. So I think it's time for us to start building a community, not just that coming for meetups, but also being active more on social networks like Twitter and Instagram, because that's how you can reach the world and let the world know that what we are doing here is the same thing as they are doing outside there. Thank you.
But I'm sure we've learned a thing or two about co-working space. We've also taken note of some things that we need to inculcate into the world of ICT. Let's encourage ourselves. Let's learn, like Nnamdi said, you must want to learn. Don't just say you're waiting for whatever tech meetup you go to. The instructor will tell you everything. There must be that interest. There must be that zeal to learn, that zeal to work. And so many things, ask on Google, and I'm sure the sky will just be your stepping stone to greater things. So Mr. Nnamdi.
Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for listening, and it's been a very great time with us, the labs, and so many contributions that I know will be very valuable to us at Paritie here, because we've heard from you guys, no matter how informal it is, but be rest assured, some of these things will help us in planning for how we are going to engage with us. It's a journey that is not going to end today, and one that we hope to sustain with some of you that will be very interested in partnering with us. So far so good. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you guys will be able to send us your feedback concerning your involvement in today's event. Our website is at paritie.com, paritie.com. There is a form there you could help us to fill so that we know our level of performance in organizing and our performance generally, to how we've been here for almost 4-5 hours. I'll be giving the mic to my colleague to actually round up and say 1 or 2 things concerning how we're moving forward as a company and also as stakeholders. Thank you.
Please, Mr. Femi wants to say something very quickly.
Please, where's the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO? Mr. Kayode? Well, it's a personal closing remark. I just want to give it when you were here. I want to say a big congratulations to you and your lieutenants, your team, because you have brought an IT marketplace to Minna, where people that have IT idea or that want to have IT idea can come and stay and share idea and acquire ideas. It's a marketplace. So I say a big congratulations and may God see you through. Having said this, the road is not going to be smooth the way people will expect it, or you yourself you expect it. There will be a rough time. The beginning might not be too good. It's all about business. It's all about doggedness. It's all about focus driven. So you have to be persistent. In business, you have to be persistent. You have to endure. You have to be focused. So I just want to advise you that it may not really start with the momentum you are expecting to start, but never do so. Definitely, you will get there and you will pass there. And to the audience, I just want to thank you for coming. Sorry, I think this, my brother here raised a very fundamental observation, that it's not for them to just ask questions. Then too, they have something to contribute. So it's noted, just like Nandi has said. So more of this program will surely come. And it's all about teamwork. That is the way I looked at it. The co-working space, it's all about teamwork. It's all about sharing ideas. It's all about believing in yourself. I would just like to give this instance to round it off. You know, these two guys that developed WhatsApp, what's their name? Brian and Jan. You know, they worked with Yahoo Technica before, and they lost their job in 2009. And when they lost their job, they met Mark Zuckerberg for job. Mark Zuckerberg rejected them and told them no job when they lost their job with Yahoo Technica. And instead of this guy to look dejected or felt no, they went back and key into the knowledge economy and think out of the box. And the product of that thinking, according to Toyota, good thinking, good product. The product of that thinking is what you and I have today in our app, in our platform called WhatsApp. I'm supposed to be in another function, which I will still go, but I've been trying to play my own part via his or via their platform, WhatsApp. Now this is the story. 2014, Mark Zuckerberg wanted to take ownership of what? WhatsApp. And they did. That worth over $19 billion US. These are the same people that he rejected. Think and think out of the box. Thank you.
With all being said, on behalf of the organizers, I am Abdullahi Usman, our guests, attendees. I would like to thank you very much for coming. We hope to see you in subsequent meetups. And I want to tell you that Paritie is here. Paritie is here to stay. Paritie is here to grow, and it's willing and hoping to grow with all of you. Now, in respect to the co-working space, it's going to be open on Monday, from on Monday upwards. And you can come on Monday and inquire on the price that it's going to cost daily, monthly, 3 months, 4 months, or a full year. So hopefully by Monday we'll be able to put that together so that when you come, you get information on how everything is going to go. Now, in the tech scene, I know it's easy. It is not easy. You have to put your back into it. You have to do whatever it takes for you to learn. most of us here are self-taught developers, designers. We know what it took us. It's not easy, but we've seen guys that have done this, and at the end of the day, everything turned out really nice, both cash-wise and recognition and all of that. Now, let me try to portray that it is not just about the money you get. It's not just about the fame. It is more of what you get to give back to your community. And open source is a fantastic thing. I mean, look at React.js by Facebook. Now, many developers in Nigeria have been able to use that platform to create wonderful apps, and they've really made money out of it. Now, I'm sorry to say, the black man mentality. I have my source code. I don't want to share it with anybody because I'm feeling like, oh, if I share it with him, before I know I will see him from one place. The thing is, without the community, without collaboration, we won't be where we are today. So I'll try to indulge us to try as much as possible to at least, collaborate. Try to talk to each other. There's something I know and you don't know. Forget, bad as it be, the kind of bad guy will be. There's somebody that is, let me say, badder than you. So you have to be very, very humble. Like very, very humble. If you don't know something, meet him, meet her. Tell him, tell her you don't know it. Show me. Now, let me tell you a little story. 6 months ago, I never knew Brother Nnamdi here. Now, I was opportune to take part in ALC at the Andela Learning Community 3.0, and he was my facilitator. After our first meeting, I knew it won't make any sense for me not to tell Nnamdi one or two things. Baba, come. We need to integrate. We need to do something nice. We really need to come together and collaborate, join heads together, and put the things we have in our heads together to bring out something nice and give back to the community, and as well make money. So I'd like to thank you again for taking your time. I know we promised 2-3 hours, but the gist was seriously nice, and we had to take more of the time. But like my brother here said, next time we will try to moderate questions and time spent on discussing one or two things. I'd like to thank you again. Thank you very much. Mungodi, thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to have a photograph, if you don't mind. It's going to go on social media also. If you know, you are not, yeah.